something completely different.
Oh, happy hot topic!
I didn't really feel like beginning the show with Diddy, but I think it's time to begin talking about Diddy.
Diddy's lawyer is speaking out amid the mogul's arrest. Following news of the rapper's arrest on charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
All those charges sound really bad when you say it out loud.
Attorney Mark Agnifilo is sharing more details about Sean Diddy Combs' current circumstances. According to NBC News, the attorney tells the court he is not a perfect person. There has been drug use. He has been in toxic relationships.
Yeah, like when he beat the crap out of Cassie and was dragging her down the hall.
Adding that the 54-year-old is receiving treatment and therapy for things that he needs treatment and therapy for.
I think therapy is a beautiful thing. I talk to my shrink, Jay, once a week at counselingoncall.net. If you live in Maryland and Florida, tell them at counselingoncall.net that I sent you for a great deal. But I talk to somebody once a week and I get treatment and therapy. But that doesn't mean that I rape women and have jerk parties or whatever it was called. That's a cop-out by his scumbag lawyer.
A federal indictment against the music mogul alleges that for decades Diddy abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
Sounds about right.
The docs also claim that the producer organized freak-offs or elaborate sex performances during which female victims were compelled through force, threats of force, and coercion.
And then I hear that he's in his own... Oh, geez. I hear that he's in his own cell by himself 24/7, and that pisses me off because he should be in general population. The rich and elite, especially in this country known as America, they get away with everything.
To cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers. According to the indictment, among the supplies seized in a federal raid of Diddy's homes earlier this year, 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
And that's why there's been a shortage everywhere. I hear my friends that have kids complaining about it.
Diddy has pleaded not guilty to the charges against him, appearing in a New York City courtroom on September 17. He was denied a $50 million bond proposal to get out of jail while he awaits trial. In a September 16th statement, Diddy's lawyer explained that the star is looking forward to his day in court, saying, "Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts."
We have all the facts, bud. You're just talking your lawyer mumbo jumbo.
These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court.
Now let's hear how he's doing in prison.
Diddy Combs has been denied bail in connection with the sexual abuse and sex trafficking charge.
Of course he's been denied bail. He literally tried to leave this country.
Diddy Combs has been denied bail in connection with the sexual abuse and sex trafficking charges he faces. And as Les Trent reports, the music mogul who once traveled by private jet to all those mansions is now in a jail that is notorious for its bad living conditions.
But he's in a cell by himself.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs spent his first night behind bars inside a facility that is being called Hell on Earth. The Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn is notorious for its appalling living conditions and rampant violence.
It just looks like such a prison from outside.
How bad is it inside this federal lockup? There have been 2 murders, 4 suicides, and numerous stabbings and lockdowns in recent years.
That's why they have to protect them.
So out of control inside that 4 federal judges are reportedly refusing to send any more prisoners here.
Yeah. Can you imagine working there at 9 to 5 and then going home to your family?
Donald Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, spent a harrowing year in federal custody. He says for someone used to a life of luxury like Diddy, prison life is a severe shock.
Yeah, I can only imagine Diddy's probably not enjoying it.
You have a desk, you have a plastic chair, you have your bed with a 1.5-inch mattress, no pillow, and you also have a locker. So you basically have 3 feet by 5 feet to move around.
Yeah, I'm 6'9", so yeah, that would not be comfy.
So you have a basic 15 square feet. It is a horrible, horrible place.
Diddy's lawyers were so eager to keep him out of jail, they offered his palatial $48 million home in Miami Beach and his private jets as bail.
Wow. And it was denied.
Today, they are even offering to restrict female visitors to his
What about the male visitors? I mean, we know he hooked up a Meek Mill.
homes, except for his mother, daughters, and the mothers of his children if he
Can you imagine being his kid?
is released. They told the judge the jail he was being sent to is dreadful, dirty, inhuman, and an ongoing tragedy.
How's your dad doing? How's your dad doing?
Yeah, do you expect them to respond?
Family members appeared somber as they arrived at federal court in Manhattan today in another attempt to get out on bail. The judge cited Diddy's history of violent temper and potential intimidation of witnesses as reasons for keeping him behind bars.
Duh. And this next headline really cracks me up. 50 Cent is having a field day.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Right here. Man, you could really get down to this Entertainment Tonight pre-roll music. Come over here, baby girl. Sit on my lap.
50 Cent is taking shots at Sean Diddy Combs on Instagram.
Mad at me, I think I know why.
50 mocking his longtime rival after Diddy's arrest Monday night.
We brought him to New York about 2 weeks ago because we knew this day was going to come.
Where was 50?
Yeah, Entertainment Tonight can't get a better microphone for the lawyer.
About 2 weeks ago.
That's what it sounds like. Which, honestly, that's the best the lawyer's ever sounded.
New York about 2 weeks ago because we knew this day was going to come.
Where was 50 on Monday? Also in New York, making an appearance on the Drew Barrymore Show.
What are you looking for? And do you know what you're looking for?
Yeah, well, just real friendship.
Friendship, but not with Diddy.
You ain't a friend of mine. You ain't no kin of mine.
50 posting a sweet picture of him and Drew on Instagram, but the caption tells a different story.
I have a lot of fun.
Here I am keeping good company with the Drew Barrymore Show, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house.
He's such a good troll.
I'm not panicking. They are.
50 referring to the over 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil found when the feds raided Diddy's home in March. One of many details revealed in his now unsealed indictment, which laid out the charges for his arrest.
I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
While Curtis gave his 2 cents on the situation,
People love tragedy. You know, more than they love good news, no matter how you look at it.
Duh.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.